A former federal prosecutor is in court today charged with stabbing a man during a traffic confrontation on the Howard Franklin Bridge. In 2023, Patrick Scruggs stabbed another driver on the bridge, and today his attorneys were in court claiming that this is a stand your ground case. They say Scruggs was in fear for his life when he stabbed the other driver. News Channel 8's Jeff Patterson is joining us live tonight. He's at the Pinellas County Justice Center. He has more on this case. Jeff.
Good evening, Keith. Well, as you pointed out, this all started on a morning in September of 2023 with a disturbance in the middle of the Howard Franklin Bridge. Many people on the bridge that day used their cell phones to record the events that unfolded next. Ahmad Ghanan was one of the first drivers on the scene when he saw a silver Lexus stopped in the middle of the roadway on the Howard Franklin Bridge.
Soon I talked to my wife, somebody's in the car, we have to stop to help.
He tried to wake the driver, but says it became obvious he was passed out and thought he was likely drunk.
I talked to him, open the window, I help you, we're gonna help you.
Buddy says the driver of the Lexus tried to drive away and in the process hit a Honda Civic. Amanda Post was on the bridge too and describes what happened next.
As soon as the Lexus had hit the Honda, a gentleman got out of the car. He flung the door open, and at that point I was like, in my interpretation, he looked enraged. He was angry. He ran over to the Lexus and started to pull on the handle, trying to get into the vehicle. He was slapping on the window.
Cell phone video shows former federal prosecutor Patrick Scruggs slashing at the driver of the Lexus. Scruggs had a knife in his hand. Ahmad Ghanan says he tried to get Scruggs to stop stabbing the driver of the Lexus, but Scruggs then came at him.
He stopped him, and he almost stopped me too.
Amanda Post says she was in fear for her life.
I was afraid that maybe if he saw me take a video of it, or like he could break down my window and try to stab me. Or
Blake Sharp, the man that was stabbed that day, also took the stand late this afternoon. He says he was not impaired, he was not drunk, he was not under the influence of any drugs. Sharp maintains that he passed out because of a medical condition. He went through intense cross-examination today by the defense, who maintained that he was having some kind of an episode. But Sharp says that he was stabbed simply because that Scruggs was mad at him. Keith?
Well, Jeff, do I understand that this hearing is still underway? I mean, here it is, what, like 6:12? It's kind of late. What's going on?
There are a lot of witnesses in this case, as you just heard me try to explain there, that Blake Sharp took the stand, and now Scruggs is on the stand himself trying to explain why he was in fear for his life that day. But under testimony this afternoon, a St. Petersburg police officer told the judge that there were no weapons in Sharp's car, that he did not have any access to weapons, and so that is the testimony that is going on right now, Keith.
All right. Jeff Patterson reporting live. Stay on it. Thank you. Appreciate it.